who I found.
Hi.
He's back.
Pretty sure. Ugh, gravel road.
And that's way in Narnia.
I mean, it's like not as Narnia as the one we were gonna put in at, but
A lot of gravel.
yeah.
What's up, MFers? Welcome back to another day of fun-filled adventures fishing. Today is going to be a totally different kind of adventure that has to do a lot with what we've been talking about lately, and that is the unbelievable flood conditions we have here in the Midwest that have pretty much been around a lot of places this whole spring, but here in Kansas, where my man behind the camera there, Brian from Kansas Angling Experience, guides full-time, it's worse. It's worse here than I think anywhere in the damn country. I'll let Brian tell you what's going on here.
So yeah, this is gonna be like super adventurous and sketchy. I have not been on my home lake that's like 5 minutes down the road from my house since like early May, because it started raining, and the day it started raining I was like, I'm gonna leave and go to Wisconsin. That's like the video that you guys saw when I was in Sturgeon Bay for 2 weeks and then South Dakota. But I decided to get Ben down here, and I think we're just gonna, there's a couple boat ramps that are actually like officially still open on the lake, but they're super sketchy and treacherous.
How high is the lake?
I think the lake right now is like 19 feet high.
What's the highest you've ever seen it before this?
This is record setting.
Record setting.
Like major record setting. I mean, the fish have been like unpressured for like that long, and I feel like if we can make it happen, we can make something happen.
We're gonna send it.
We're just gonna send it anytime.
So basically the fish have not really seen a bait in like several months, and usually it's on fire this time of the year anyway. So let's go catch them, or wreck the boat, or hit a stump, or get stranded in the middle of nowhere. We're basically gonna be dumping the boat in on the road. We don't know what's gonna happen, but we'll catch you guys at the lake. There's a lake right here in the trees.
Oh my god. What?
I'm almost surprised it's not over the road right there.
I know. I feel like maybe, I don't know. The lake hasn't receded, so I guess that's where it remains.
That's the ramp? There's trees there.
It's better than the river, I guess.
Beady. Looks good to me. This is like in South Dakota last time when we launched on a road. Dang. Someone had a damn party down here. I'm kind of jealous of whoever had a fire and on the boat ramp. Well, I suppose this is the ramp. I can see the bottom about 40 feet out. That's probably not the best. Send it?
Send it.
That shit was crazy. Like you said, the lake's like 20 feet high, so we're just now getting to the part where like the lake usually begins. Brian says he guides here all the time, but he's never even been to this part of the lake, so it's a big lake. We got a bunch of trees up there. We're gonna take it easy out to where the Montessors live and start sticking at that point.
It's been so long.
What the hell is that?
Butterfly. Oh, look at those fish. Those look like our friends.
Yeah, those look like the right kind of friends. Brian, let me see that contraption. I guess I didn't really tell you guys what the hell we're fishing for or with today, but we're gonna fish for whatever the hell will bite. We don't know what's gonna happen. Usually we're on dry land right now, but we're gonna bottom bounce for a while. And that's a bottom bouncer rig, which is more effective way to fish deeper, right? With a little more natural bait.
Yeah, it's a 1.5 ounce weight.
So we get them down there deep. We're actually seeing a ton of fish on the screen right there. So we're feeling pretty good about it.
Oh, they're still right down on the bottom too.
On the bottom, huh?
30 feet.
Shit. Got him. Yep.
Perfect, dude.
Sick. We found him. What do we got? We got a whitey.
Oh.
Just a whitey. No big deal. Good whitey though. Yay! We were starting to wonder. We've been looking around, but we just found this school of fish that it's so big you can't read the bottom on the fish finder. And there's more. Let's catch more.
Those are wipers. They look just like they do when we fish them in the channel.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that one, racing. Oh, bit me right there.
Mm-hmm.
Chased it and bit me. Here he comes again, ready, and...
Engage. I might have to tie one of those on. Balls. So we just got to a new spot Brian's never fished before and randomly saw these dudes down here idling around. Brian set the hook on a jigging rap and had an old leader that wasn't the strongest and busted off, but things are looking good, like real good. And we're gonna see if we can make some of these bite again. Again. Oh, he's on it. Oh, he touched it.
Brush.
How did he just touch it? How's that possible? There we go. Definitely a white. A drum. Maybe that's what it is. We've never seen fish bite this light, and now it might make sense why we're having issues. Because it's a dadgum drum. But look at that. Those can't all be freaking drum, can they? Ugh. No way. There's no way you broke off. I don't care how weak your leader was. Because you were bowed up.
I was bowed up.
That's kind of a fish, sort of. They're definitely a lot thicker, though. If it's a drum, it's slightly bigger.
I quit. We're done. We're done.
We found the drum school. Time to leave. How? How, Brian? Oh, God. That's disappointing. New lake time. Brian, thoughts on the first lake today?
Yeah. I don't have any.
No thoughts.
That was poopy.
Just pulled out of lake number A. Very flooded. Fish spots we never had seen before. We fished dry land. Places that are usually dry land were over 20 feet deep. And it didn't really pan out for us. We saw fish, and then we finally got on a giant school of fish that turned out to be freaking drum. For those of you that love to catch drum, props to you guys, and we wish we were those people today because we would have absolutely whacked on them, but that's not really what we do on this channel, and so we're going to go somewhere else, try a different lake, hopefully one that's a little bit less flooded, one that we've definitely fished before, and it has really big bass in it and some giant trout, a bunch of random stuff, but we just want to catch some at this point. I think this lake we're going to is the spot to do it, so we will catch you there. Okay, lake number 2, much different type of lake. This is like a smaller city lake. It's not totally small. What is it, 500 acres or so? 500 acres, give or take. Totally different type of fishing. No, this is straight up bass fishing. I know a couple of you guys probably like bass fishing, but a little bit more in our comfort zone. We're gonna get out, get offshore a little bit, throw some big worms, some big jigs and stuff like that. And we're gonna turn the stay around right now. Yay. Wonder if he was on that hump.
Oh yeah, because I was coming over it. Oh my god.
Dude, what? Brian just caught a saw guy and now he's got a flathead on the C10.
What is this? What lake are we at?
He looks kind of cool.
The little ones always look cool. Wow.
Interesting. Huh. Where'd you go, buddy? Are you dude, is that like...
No way.
That's not a thing that a bass can do.
What else could it be?
Dude, I don't know. But these things don't just get torn in half by grass. That is a debacle.
Oh yeah, good one.
There you go. A smallmouth.
First smallie here.
Dang.
Flipping a pit boss.
Yeah, flipping the willows, and look what we freaking caught. That is so random.
That's so random. They're in here though.
Flipping that stuff up there. Caught a dang small jaw on a pit boss, a creature bait. About like the ones we were catching before. Hair smaller. Oh,
Okay.
that's rough. It
Whatever.
counts. It counts. I like it. Let's keep the train going. How's it going?
Good.
I'll catch a couple. I am. What's going on, man? Huh. Flipping willows. Which is always a good thing to do when the water's stained. Summer, water's pretty high. Not super flooded like the last lake, but flipping dark creature baits into the willows. Another one. And the giants are loaded. Maybe that guy can come drive 5 feet from our boat again. Get him stirred up. God, man, what the?
Is that him?
I think I got one on.
Paper guy.
Switched over to the magic worm. Had a bite on it a little bit ago. Said some bad words. But that one stuck. I think we're figuring something out. Maybe. Ish. I don't know if that was the same one, but this one's definitely big. Speared him. Ow, and he speared me, dickhead. Back in Narnia. He's not even big enough to make the weeds move. Jesus, that guy took off with it. It's a hair better-ish, kind of, not really. Water willows and such. He's not 2.5, or else I would have had to go down the slide. Gentleman's agreement. Brian said as we pulled up, we decided there's a slide, so it should be a good spot. And I said if we catch a 2.5 pounder, which this one could have been, if you knew how to eat, then that person has to go down the slide. So I guess we're gonna have to keep flipping. I'll go swimming today. It's warm out. Oh, there he is. I can see his back out of the water. Got you, sucker. Just took 37 flips to the same spot. That might have been him that I saw. Looks about 1.25 pounds.
Not going swimming
Hey.
today, boys.
It's a fish. No, we're not going swimming yet. Oh, neither is this guy because he just died. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. He's out of his mind still. Not the size, quality, caliber-ish thing. But hey, they're eating the magic worm. We're back to magic worm status. It is officially June. Well, we haven't had the size caliber that we were hoping for when it came to this lake, because there are decent fish in here. And we've tried quite a bit of different stuff. We fished offshore, we fished some of these coves, the grass. Repeatedly, we keep getting bit on the exact same thing, and that is the flooded water willows, and specifically the water willows on the main lake that have deeper water access nearby, which isn't really a surprise. There's a ton of bait fish in this lake, and when there's a ton of bait fish in the lake and they spend a lot of time offshore, if you're limited to the bank and that's where your bass are, generally they're going to be in areas where they can move up out of that deeper water really easily, have that deep water accessibility. And that's what we're doing. Brian's flipping a creature bait. I was flipping a creature bait and I switched over to worm. I've been getting a lot of bites on that as well. I'll link what we're using down below. They're two of like my favorite baits to throw whenever you're flipping shallow grass that looks like this. But we just pulled up to a new area. We got a couple more areas to hit. And at that point, we are going to call it a day. Hopefully we'll have a couple more big fish under our belt. But regardless, always good to come out to a lake. Brian's not very familiar with this lake, only been here a few times. I've only been here once, and we're catching fish at least. It's like his thing to have like a super cringy intro. Oh God! Brian's going swimming. He's going swimming! And he killed him. And dead. That's like one of the best fish. Yeah, it is. It's just not like the size he needs to be a real true fish yet. But hey, we just pulled up to a new bank. Brian gut hooked one because apparently they're eating. When you get in front of them, they freaking stomp it. We just can't get the right ones to get in front of them. Papow. 7-pounder. Giant. Get him. Big one.
Can you get the net? Come on, man. God.
Put him on a hook. This duck thinks I'm feeding him. Doesn't look very good over there. All right, guys, just got off the water. Not the best quality day. We went exploring today. It was kind of a feast or famine, swing for the fences type deal, where we wanted to see if we could catch something in a lake that had been closed down for like 2 months. And we found a way to get on the damn lake. Unfortunately, the fish did not want to bite there. So we came here and we caught a lot of fish, but unfortunately not the right caliber of fish. But we did catch fish nonetheless, and we definitely figured something out with where we caught the fish and what we caught the fish on. Myself and Brian are heading somewhere that I have not fished in a very long time this evening, and fishing with someone I haven't fished with in a long time tomorrow. So our next stop will be somewhere much larger and much better fishing, hopefully. It's been better. Should be better. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. That's one of my efforts. Catch you very soon. Out of here. Peace.
I'm not sorry. I can't help this love like mine.